So with this weekend, a question has been brought up. When does the summer movie season actually begin? Now for decades, it's been the first weekend of May, not just with Avengers Age of Ultron, but even going back to the days of like Jaws and stuff. But lately the question has also arisen, does the summer movie season now start in April with last year's Captain America Winter Soldier and this year's Furious 7? Well, I have a different theory. As far as I'm concerned, nothing summer-related stops until I don't have to wear this frickin' sweatshirt. That's right. It's not summer until I can go outside naked, and the only thing uncomfortable is when people look at me. Cue title scene. Avengers Age of Ultron is the 2015 sequel to the 2012 smash hit The Avengers, and is like, what, the 10th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Amazing, I know. And basically going into this movie, everyone is curious, because with The Avengers, we all sort of acknowledge, yeah, maybe it was a little cookie cutter, but the sheer spectacle of getting all these characters on screen, representing them all accurately, and making the film work, and making you forget that thing about it, is just such an amazing feat in film. So the question becomes, how do you do it a second time? How do you surpass that? You make this movie, that's how! Holy crap, this film is amazing! First up, the plot, which you all know, but it's so integral to why this movie works. Basically, the way it works is the Avengers pick up and they're taking out the Hydra bases. This is basically after the events of Captain America Winter Soldier, but the film does a good enough job of presenting it all that you don't really need to have seen that movie. Though you should, it's a perfect movie. And basically, the Avengers, they find Loki's staff and they decide to use it to reboot the Ultron project. Basically, Ultron project, it's different from the comics. Basically, in this movie, Ultron is a defense program that is supposed to monitor the world and keep its security. Well, it gets, of course, sentient, and it decides, die, humanity, I'm Ultron! And he's here, and he's played by James Spader, and holy fuck is it amazing. Spader's performance, as far as I'm concerned, if you like nothing else, you will love him as Ultron. He's so dark and calculating and intelligent, yet at the same time, there's this weird charisma about him that you can't help but fall in love with. And it's just such insane to walk on screen. First up, the effects. He looks brilliant. He looked like he was really there. You'll look at him, you can see every detail, and it all fits so damn perfectly. But that's not where it ends. You also have the rest of the Avengers. And I'm not going to lie, Ultron is a pretty, we've seen this before. The machines want to rise and destroy humanity. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not a big Ultron fan. But again, just Spader's performance, the CGI, and the way he bounces off everyone with the rest of the Avengers. Every one of these actors has come to play. They still have all that great chemistry. They still work so great together. Combined with Whedon's excellent dialogue, keeps everything flowing and everything moving forward. Not to mention the action is amazing. Yeah, you could tell by the trailer there's going to be another big citywide huge army versus the Avengers fight, which, to be fair, you do kind of need. But the way it all looks and the way it's all shot and the way it all comes together is just so amazing to watch. And it is so perfect because you so love these characters. Each of the Avengers and Ultron, you are totally invested in why they're doing what they're doing. There's some new recruits to the Avengers. Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Vision. Vision was fine. Honestly, I think part of the reason he was there just because Vision needed to be there. He was cool in the movie, but overall, if he wasn't there, I don't know how different it would have been. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were cool, mainly Scarlet Witch. I could have done without the Eastern European accents. They were a little distracting. And I guess if I were to give a true concrete flaw to the movie, it's trying to do this weird Hulk and Black Widow romance. And it really doesn't work. It doesn't even really feel like a romance. It just feels like a deep growing bond, friendship, maybe between, we go into her backstory of it with the Black Widow program, and you know, that of course goes into with Banner and his anger issues and all that, and I thought that just worked better as a friendship, but they were trying to make it look like a romance, and I just thought it kind of went nowhere. Also, a lot of other people have pointed this out, that the movie, from a certain perspective, does look like it's just hitting the methodic plot points needed to hit for this movie. Having said that, I can see where people are seeing that. I did not get that just because there's so much chemistry, there's so much well-written dialogue, there's so many amazing visual effects on screen none of that mattered. It just flowed so perfectly, and if a film can flow that perfectly, there's only one way to say it. Avengers Age of Ultron is 10 out of 10! Oh my god, this film, it was just so amazing. It doesn't matter if there's a little couple cracks. The movie just creates such a perfect atmosphere and such a perfect look and feel to it that you see nothing, you feel nothing, you only see the amazingness that is Avengers Age of Ultron. But what did you think? In the comment section below, give me your thoughts on this movie. What movies are you hyped for this summer, if you really think it is summer? And as always, click to like and click to subscribe because summer is here! I wish it really was. I'm cold.